What if everything you thought you knew about Corvette was about to be flipped on its head? Not with a faster supercar, but with something far more unexpected, something built to haul, to endure, and to dominate terrain no Corvette has ever touched before. Welcome back to Premium Automotive Reviews, where we don't just look at cars, we break down what they mean for the future. And today, you're looking at a machine that feels almost unreal at first glance. The next generation 2027 Chevrolet Corvette Truck. Yes, a Corvette, turned into a pickup, but not in the way you're imagining. Because this isn't just about power, it's about what that power lets you do. And once you understand what Chevrolet is building here, you'll realize this isn't a gimmick, it's a statement. Now take a moment and really look at it. That unmistakable Corvette DNA is still there. The aggressive nose, razor-sharp LED lighting, sculpted hood lines, but it's been reimagined with purpose. The front end sits lower and wider than any traditional truck, almost like it's slicing through air even when standing still. Those angular intakes aren't just for show. They're engineered to cool a performance-driven powertrain that has no business being inside a pickup. And then your eyes move back, and everything changes. The body stretches into a muscular, planted stance, with flared fenders that feel carved rather than assembled. This isn't a boxy work truck silhouette. It's athletic. It's tense, like it's ready to launch even while carrying a full load. The bed itself is seamlessly integrated, not tacked on, with aerodynamic sculpting that hints at downforce management, something you'd expect from a track weapon, not a utility vehicle. But here's where things get interesting, because while it looks like a performance machine, it's built to work. High-strength composite materials line the bed, designed to resist impact, corrosion, and years of heavy-duty abuse. Tie-down systems are embedded into the bed structure itself, not bolted on. There's even talk of a modular bed floor that adapts depending on what you're hauling: tools, bikes, construction gear, or overlanding equipment. And those wheels? Massive, performance-oriented alloys wrapped in all-terrain rubber that blur the line between road dominance and off-road capability. This truck doesn't choose between asphalt and dirt. It owns both. But design is only the beginning. Step inside, and you immediately realize this isn't just a truck interior. It's an experience. The cockpit wraps around the driver like a fighter jet, a signature Corvette trait, but now elevated for long-haul comfort and everyday usability. Premium materials are everywhere. Stitched leather, carbon fiber accents, brushed metal surfaces that feel solid, not decorative. The center console flows upward into a digital command hub. A curved display stretches across your field of vision, blending infotainment, performance data, and navigation into one seamless interface. It's responsive, intuitive, and powered by an AI-driven system that learns how you drive, where you go, and what you need, sometimes before you even ask for it. Ambient lighting subtly shifts depending on drive mode, weather conditions, even time of day. It's not just about aesthetics, it's about creating a space that adapts to you. And here's something most people won't expect from a Corvette-badged machine: space. Real, usable space. The seating position is elevated just enough to give you that commanding view of the road or the trail without sacrificing the low-slung, connected feel Corvette drivers love. Rear storage solutions are cleverly integrated, with hidden compartments and configurable layouts that make this truck as practical as it is exciting. Because again, this isn't just about performance, it's about what that performance enables in the real world. Now let's talk about what's underneath, because this is where the story really takes a turn. Chevrolet isn't just dropping the traditional engine into this thing and calling it a day. The Corvette truck is expected to push into hybrid territory, combining a high-output V8 with electric assistance that delivers instant torque exactly when you need it. That means towing heavy loads doesn't feel like a struggle. It feels effortless. Imagine pulling a trailer up a steep incline and instead of hearing strain, you feel smooth, controlled acceleration. That's the difference. And for those looking further ahead, there are strong indications of a fully electric variant, not just for efficiency, but for capability. Electric torque isn't just quick, it's relentless. Perfect for off-road crawling, precise maneuvering, and hauling without hesitation. And yes, it's built to go off-road. This isn't a lowered street truck pretending to be tough. Adaptive suspension systems adjust ride height in real time, allowing you to clear obstacles, tackle uneven terrain, and maintain stability where traditional trucks start to feel out of their depth. Reinforced underbody protection ensures that what's beneath is just as durable as what you see. Drive modes aren't just labels, they fundamentally change how the truck behaves. From highway cruising to rock crawling, from city driving to deep mud, the Corvette truck adapts. And while all of this sounds futuristic, it's grounded in something very real: control. With advanced driver assistance systems, work quietly in the background, enhancing your awareness without taking away the joy of driving. Semi-autonomous capabilities handle long highway stretches, reducing fatigue, while still keeping you engaged when it matters. Safety isn't an afterthought here. It's integrated into every layer. Sensors, cameras, predictive algorithms, they all come together to create a driving experience that feels confident, not overwhelming. Now here's a question. Who is this truck really for, Daggett? Because it's not trying to replace your traditional work truck. And it's not trying to compete with supercars either. The person who wants performance but also needs utility. The person who spends weekdays on job sites and weekends chasing horizons. The person who doesn't see a truck as just transportation, but as a partner. And that's where this vehicle starts to make sense in a way no spec sheet ever could. Because older trucks were built around compromise. Power versus efficiency, comfort versus durability, performance versus practicality. This feels like the beginning of something else. A machine that doesn't ask you to give something up in order to gain something else. It just gives you both. And maybe that's the real story here. Not that Corvette made a truck, but that they redefined what a truck could be. As the automotive world shifts toward electrification, smarter systems, and more connected driving experiences, vehicles like this aren't just experiments, they're previews. A glimpse into a future where capability isn't measured by brute force alone, but by how intelligently that force is delivered. And when you look at the 2027 Chevrolet Corvette truck through that lens, it stops being surprising. It starts being inevitable. So the real question isn't whether this truck makes sense. It's whether you're ready for what it represents. Because once machines like this become the new normal, there's no going back. If this is your first time here on Premium Automotive Reviews, make sure you're subscribed, because this is just the beginning of where the industry is heading. And I want to hear your thoughts. Does a Corvette truck feel like the future to you, or does it break the rules too much? Either way, one thing is certain. This isn't just another truck, it's a signal.